I said, oh, we live. Well, if we live, let's get to it. Oh, come on. Oh, 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 oh. Come on. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, oh, Uh, 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 uh. Come on now. Uh, 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 uh. Uh, uh, uh. Uh, 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 uh. Uh, uh, uh. Uh, uh. Uh, uh. Uh, uh. Uh, uh. Uh, uh, uh. Uh, uh, uh. Mm, mm, mm. Alrighty, welcome to the show. Welcome to the show, everyone. I'm Minister Bubba Dark, Reverend Bubba Dark, whatever you want to call me. Welcome to the show. Uh, we haven't been on the e-bike channel since Christmas. I put up a video last night, but we haven't been back on here since Christmas because most people and spent their money on Christmas. Well, tax time is coming up. April 15th is the deadline by tomorrow. So more people will have extra money, especially with the child care payment. So why not come back and see if I can get y'all to do what I did last year. What did I do last year? Well, last year I got myself an e-bike. Now I had an e-bike. It was a Swagtron EB5, 14-inch wheels, and it had a 36-volt, 6 amp hour battery. You really could like get 5 miles out of it. And I'm talking about you got to make it both ways. Didn't have a lot of power, but at over 300 pounds, it took me where I had to go. But it really couldn't take me far. So I did my research, and there's videos up. I've done videos where we went and looked at e-bikes, and I wound up selecting this e-bike because I got a hold of somebody who works for the brand, and I wound up getting a discount on the bike, and I was able to get enough people to use the coupons to buy a backup battery, and they sent me a bike to show y'all. And I was just informed that I'm going to be getting another bike to unbox for y'all. I'm really excited about it because it reminds me of the bike I had before I got the Paselec bikes. And it's going to be easy for me to carry up the steps because it's half the weight. But instead of having 20-inch, 4-inch wide tires or having 26-inch, 4-inch wide tires, we're going back to 14-inch. Now, the first bike I had, the Swagtron, it had a 14-inch in the front and a 12 in the back. So, and they were only 2 inches wide. So, I'm looking forward to that because the Swagtron had no suspension at all. This bike has a suspension fork in the front and it has a suspension seat post. And it's low enough to the ground that I could fully extend it and get the full benefit of the suspension seat post by me only having a 29.5-inch inseam. Luckily, the GS9 Plus has frame suspension because I got to have that seat all the way down because it has 26-inch tires. The GS9 also has 27.5-inch tires. That will only leave me 2 inches of clearance. But luckily, that bike also has full frame suspension. So I don't have to raise the seat up to take advantage of seat post suspension. So for those of you that got short legs, because there are people, I'm 5'7", there are people shorter than me. So if you really want to get an e-bike and you're not sure about your legs touching the ground, you might want to start out with a mini e-bike and then work your way up once you get the feel of it. Because I tell you, I like to use the curb to get on the GS9 Plus. I bring the bike over to the curb and I'll step up on it and then get on the bike. Especially if I got groceries on the bike in the pannier bag, and I got the two pannier bags that go on the side, and then I got a backpack like one that attaches to the two pannier bags. And if you fill it, it rises this high and it could be above the seat, which means my leg has to go over. So I prefer to get up on the curb, put the bike next to it, and then step over. So for some of you who might have short legs that I do, I just give you a little tip. We here today to talk about the Paselec PX5. This is the bike that I bought with my money. What money, you say? Well, everybody got, well, not everybody, but most people got the stimulus check last year. I know it's supposed to have been 2000. If it was 2000, I would have got the PS6, but, you know, can't complain. At least I was able to get something. I got the PX5, and I mean, it's a darn good bike. I know I'm not complaining. But let me show you me riding it rather than just me tell you about it. Then we'll go to the website if you're interested. But let me show you me riding the bike.
Red light, green light. Red light, green light. Red light, green light. Red light, green light. A yellow light now. There's red. Uh-oh, we got a problem. Houston, we have a problem. Are we surprised, Houston? No, we not. Because you got to mess with us. No, it came back. Y'all keep saying the cars belong on the road. I'm not disputing that. I'm just saying there ain't never nobody coming unless I'm coming.
Now I'm going to play some background music and talk to y'all while I ride my bike. And yes, we in 360. That's me riding the bike. See, I got the phone on my head. Because not only are we in 360, and y'all can see I ride with the cars. See, we doing 29 miles per hour. I just passed the car. Back that up. There's a car right there. I'm on an e-bike. And I'm going to pass a car. Look at that. I'm passing a car. And y'all can see, I ride on the road. This car is my vehicle. this bike is my mobility scooter. What we doing right now? We doing 19 miles per hour. Speed limit in Maryland on e-bike is 20. We going downhill. What we doing now? We doing 25, 26 miles per hour, 27. On the bumpiest road you can imagine. And we get ready to go up a steep incline. And the Swagtron with me pedaling could barely get up the hill. Let's see what the Paselec PX5 does. Look how steep that incline is. That's an incline right there. What we doing? We doing 12 miles per hour up that incline. Look how steep it is. We going side to side. That means I'm pedaling. When I'm pedaling, that means we going side to side. Now we continuing on. I know I ran that red light. Whoops. But we still going uphill. Look how steep that incline is. So we doing 9 miles per hour up this steep incline. Look how steep it is. When I first got this bike, I was 300 pounds. Then I dropped down to 289. Now I average between 255 and 259. But now we leveled out and back up to 20 miles per hour, 21. And you can see this is me riding a bike. That's me. So you can't say I'm showing somebody else's video. That's me riding a bike. And look at the smile on my face. We doing 27, 28, 29. Now we going up this steep incline. I call this the mountain. All right, that's me on the keyboard. This is the white version of my bike. I have the black version. This is the Paselec PX5. Me and my YouTube followers, they named this bike Bessie. So if you hear me say Bessie, I'm referring to the Paselec PX5. Some of y'all are looking and saying, well, the bike looks pretty simple. Well, don't let the looks fool you. This bike has a 500-watt motor that peaks between 750 and 800. It got 20-inch, 4-inch wide tires. It comes with a rack, and believe me, I use that rack a lot. Very dependable. It comes with fenders. It comes with a front headlight, and the tail light, as you can see, is in the seat. It also has a reflector at the back of the rack. That's to help the car see you. But by the light being so high up in the air, I don't know how they can't see that. Now, I have a seat cover on. I don't use that light because it's battery powered. I have USB lights, and I have an alarm that sits back there. Now, see how high the seat is? I can't put my seat up that high. So I don't get I have to bring it down some. So I don't get the full use of the suspension seat post, but it works. As somebody that used to have a bike with no suspension, trust me, the suspension on this bike works. It's excellent. It's foldable. You can fold it up, put it in the back seat of your car, put it in your trunk. You can take it to work and put it right there underneath your desk or beside your desk out the way. Won't nobody say nothing, or put it in where you keep the coats at. I personally have a U-bolt lock. I have a fit combination lock, and I have two smaller locks for the front wheels. So I chain the front wheel up, I chain the frame up, and of course you're going to chain the back wheel. The back wheel got the motor. Now, I've seen people that like quick release. I'm not a fan of quick release. Some people like the quick release. They're just lazy. But quick release means that if you get a flat tire, it's easy to take the tire off. Quick release also means if somebody want to steal your bike, guess what? Your tire is easy to get off. So why would you want to help the criminal because you're being lazy? Make them have to unscrew it just like everybody else. The only problem is they're going to have to deal with a chain because I keep the front wheel chained. I chain the front wheel to the bike rack or the fence or the gate or whatever I chain it to. I chain the back wheel to it also. Whenever there's a bike rack, I never park on the inside. I park on the outside so that there's enough room to put the chain the frame and then the chain the back wheel and the chain the front wheel. If you really into bike security and you don't want nobody to steal your bike, you know, they on sale now, but this bike costs $1,000. You can get it for $899. But this bike, to me, you know, it took the stimulus for me to get it. So I don't have no way, of getting it back unless I sell. To earn a bike, I would have to sell 20 of them. That would take a long time. So I protect my bike. Some people say I do overkill, but I have an alarm on it too. And the alarm also works as a tail light. So a U-bolt for the frame and two chains for the tires. And then I have an alarm. So that keeps people from, my bike hasn't been stolen. I was in the hospital for 3 days, and I fell out in a supermarket, and I had the bike chained up at the supermarket for 3 days. And it was the Paselec GS9 Plus, and that's a $2,000 e-bike. And guess what? It was still there when I got back because I had it chained up. I called and let the employees know about it, and they didn't need me from coming there, so they kept an eye on it. But still, I'm surprised nobody. Now the prices dropped on the bike, but at the time it was selling for 19.95. So I'm surprised that nobody stole it. But I know why nobody stole it because I had it chained up. Not just one lock. I had three of them on there, and I had two alarms. So she wasn't going nowhere. Now, like I was saying, the bike folds up. The bike also has a 10.4 amp hour battery, and that battery lasts for a while. Let me tell you. It got 5 pedal assist levels, but you can go into the settings and you can take it up to 9 pedal assist levels. It has a 7-speed Shimano shifter. It has a black and white display, as you saw from the video. This is a darn good e-bike. I trust this e-bike. I don't put a lot of miles on this e-bike. She still run like she brand new. And don't give me a problem. She ain't met a hill she can't handle. Doesn't cry at all. Doesn't complain. She just works. And that's what you want. A bike that works. Let me put the link if anybody would like to get this bike. Now the bike is selling for $8.99. Here's the link. Now the seller was supposed to fix the coupon code. We'll find out in a second. It's brother Derek PX5. This is the coupon code. I don't know if he fixed it or not. We get ready to find out. Now, some of you, if you want to try it, I don't know if they'll honor it because it's on sale for $8.99. That's a damn good. That's a steal right there. But they have 18 units. They got 18 of them in the United States and California, Walnut, California. Be at your house in 7 days or less. Now you can try it and see if they honor it. I doubt it, but you can try it because it's already on sale at $8.99. But you can put my code in. Let's see if they fixed it or not. You can put my code in. You see it's $6.99. No sales tax, free shipping. I don't know if they'll honor it. I think this. I told them about this 3 days ago, and they ain't fixed it. So, but $6.99. I don't know if they're gonna honor it, but you can give it a shot. You want to try your luck, but it's $8.99. It's already $400 off, so it's $8.99 instead of $12.99. So you can give it a shot. I don't know if they'll honor it, but you can give it a shot. But like I said, this is the bike that I paid for, and this is the bike that I use the most. Now, I also have this e-bike. Now, this is the Queen of the Hill right here. And I'm looking at it right now as I talk to you. See, I'm showing you the bikes that I currently have. So before I show you the other ones, because I can vouch for them. This is the Queen of the Hill. We call this bike Marsha Brady. Why? Because Paselec got 3 versions. They got the G9, they got the GS9, and then they got this bike, the GS9 Plus. So they got Cindy, Jan, and Marsha. Y'all used to watch the Brady Bunch. Well, these are the Brady Bunch girls. This bike has 26-inch, 4-inch wide tires. It's got a 13 amp hour battery. It's got full suspension, not seat posts. It got full frame suspension. And I'm telling you, riding this bike is like riding on pillows. It's got a 750 watt motor that peaks at over 1,000 watts. It's got a color display. It's got a 9-speed Shimano shifter. It's got hydraulic car-like brakes. What more could you ask for? This bike got everything, and it don't look like an e-bike. That's what make the Brady girls so special. They don't look like an e-bike. The battery is actually inside the frame, and so is the controller. So you ain't got to worry about nobody stealing nothing. That's another thing I like about Paselec bikes. They don't leave your battery and your controller out because, believe it or not, they worth money. Your battery and your controller are worth money. And when somebody look at that bike, first thing they ask me, is it electric? Is that bike electric? First thing they ask. With the PX5, they don't ask it that much because they know from the style of the bike that it's electric. It's electric foldable. But when they see this bike, they don't know. They're like, what? Is that electric? Now, I got some video of me riding that bike. Give me a second here. What are we on here? I'm sure there's plenty of videos on that channel, but let's go to something current. So let's switch and go to the Minister channel. Actually, we should have went to the Reverend channel because I'd rather see it in 360. All right, go to my channel. And then I don't know, trying to see what bike I'm on. I forgot to turn my what you call on. So we gotta fix that. I'm gonna find something during the day. Want to have a video when I'm riding during the day?
All my songs on. I'm going up a one way, so we're going slow. There you go. Nobody else. So one car. Nobody else.
Look how raggedy the street is, but yet you don't see the camera bobble.
Good luck with the guard, neighbor. And we heading to the Royal Farm. If y'all know our arena here in Baltimore, it's called the Royal Farms Arena. It was a convenience store like 7-Eleven. Here's y'all chicken.
We riding the Paselec GS9 Plus.
Somebody got a Red Rover. Somebody got a Red Rover right there.
John Hopkins College right here. Look how steep this incline is.
John Hopkins University. Let's get to the top. Oh, let's right. Hanging out with the G-Bench. The University.
Campus security.
All we need.
John Hopkins University.
Yeah, I'll be careful, Liz. I'm riding through John Hopkins University right now. Last night I took you out of John Hopkins Hospital, the best hospital in the country. Today, we at John Hopkins University. This is where they make them fantastic doctors at. Here at the university. And they blocking the bike lane. Bike lane closed, okay? Excuse me, sir. How you doing today, buddy? How you doing? I thought somebody said that they got past. Isn't that on the chat? These motherfuckers gonna be out here. Always gonna be one person.
Get ready for the wee moment.
As soon as I stop. As soon as we stop. Get that thumb. You know you wrong, man.
This is why you want an e-bike. Right here. Ain't nothing to say but wee. This is a rush. No lights. This is why you want an e-bike. We got the raggediest streets. I think that Philadelphia, New York, and Chicago might have worse streets than we do. Maybe Detroit. But I wanted y'all to see me ride the bike. Now, because a lot of people say, you trying to get us to buy these bikes, but you don't ride them. Well, I wanted you to see. This is the bike I was riding. This is the Paselec GS9 Plus. Why is it called the Plus? Because they got a 750 watt motor that peak at over 1,000 watts. And they got 26-inch, 4-inch wide tires. And they got full suspension. Now, you can tell me about a lot of other bikes out there. They're not going to have everything this bike has. They're not going to have a color display. They're not going to have hydraulic brakes. They're not going to have a 750 watt motor that peak at over 1,000 watts. They're not going to have a 13 amp hour battery. They're not going to have a 9-speed shifter. See, you can show me a bike that don't have rear suspension. I don't want to look at it. You might show me a bike that might have a 15 amp hour instead of 14.5 amp hour. I don't want to see it. You might want to show me a bike that might have hydraulic brakes on it. It's going to have a black and white display. You might show me a bike that look like this, something like this. It's not going to be as clean. This is the cleanest 26-inch fat tire e-bike you're going to find, and it comes with all the bells and whistles. Anything you could want, the bike has. Number one, the bike has full suspension. You're not going to find anything for under $1,500 unless you get on a boat and go to China yourself. You're not going to find anything for under $1,500 that's going to give you 26-inch, 4-inch wide tires. You're not going to find something that's going to give you full suspension. You're not going to find hydraulic car-like brakes. You're not going to find 9-speed Shimano shifter, and not the Mickey Mouse kind. You're not going to find a color display. And it got a 14.5 amp hour battery. Now somebody will say, I know a bike that got 17 amp hour battery. Okay, and it ain't got no suspension. Or it got disc brakes that don't have don't have hydraulic brakes. It's going to be something missing. This is the package. And they only got 9 left. They got 9 left. So are you going to get one? It's tax time. Are you going to get yourself one? Oops. Hold on a sec. Let me get you the link. I just messed up. Oops. My bad. Copy that link, please. Let me put it in the chat here. Here's the link. If you want to get the Paselec GS9 Plus, you just saw me ride it. This is the coupon code. Let me copy it. All right. This is the link for the GS9 Plus, and then there's my coupon code. Let me show you what you do with it. Let me show you what you do with it. You fill your information out over here, but you come up with the discount code and you just put in Bubba Derek GS9 Plus and get that bike for $14.99. You're not going to find an e-bike that's going to be delivered to your door 7 days or less. No sales tax. You're going to pay $14.99. That's it. You pay $14.99. You're not going to find a bike for $14.99 with all these accessories unless you get on the boat. A 750-watt motor that peaks at over 1,000 watts. 26-inch, 4-inch wide tires. Full suspension. See, your first problem is going to be trying to find a bike for under $2,000 that has full suspension and a bike that look this sexy. Everybody going to ask you, where did you get that from? Hey, great bike. Hey, is that electric? I know because I get that all the time. $14.99. Now, I got both of these bikes sitting here in my studio as I talk to you, one on each side of me. And I can tell you, I love them both. They both good at certain things. Let me show you some of the other bikes. So far, I've shown you the ones that I've ridden. This bike right here, this is the bike that I want. Well, you probably saying to yourself, this bike looks just like the other bike. Well, why would you want another bike. You're probably saying it looks just like the first bike you showed. Well, it should, because it's the update. It's the little brother. You know when you get to a certain stage where the little brother starts beating up the big brother? Well, same thing here. This is the PS6. Now I own the 5. Why do I own the 5? Because this bike was $15.99 and they only gave us 1400. So I had to get the 5. I had to get the 5. Why did I have to get the 5? Because I wanted a foldable and I wanted a bike that came with a rack. I didn't know at the time you could buy a rack on, Amazon. I never looked for a bike rack. I always carried a backpack and I put my stuff in the backpack and whatever I can get in the backpack. And then I had the trailer. I have a wagon hitch trailer that I can hook up to the back of the bike and I can load it up with groceries and just drag it along behind me. This bike is very similar to well, it is similar. It's the next version. It's the update. When Paselec does an upgrade, they do an upgrade, okay? Now I got the same 20-inch tires. And that's where the similarity stop, or they both fold. But that's where the similarity stop. Because you get a tail light and a headlight that run off the battery. And when you hit the brakes, this tail light flash, let the cars behind you know they stop. You see they updated the rack. Instead of a 7-speed Shimano Tourney, you get an 8-speed Shimano Altus, which is an upgrade in the shifter. Not only do you get one more speed, but it's an upgrade. It's a better shifter. It's like the middle line. It's not the entry level, it's the middle of the line. So it's an upgrade. Instead of a black and white display, you get a color display. Instead of mechanical disc brakes, you get hydraulic brakes. Instead of a 10.4 amp hour battery, you get a 12 amp hour battery. But the biggest upgrade feature, instead of seat post suspension, you get full frame suspension. But you also get a 750 watt motor that peaks at over 1,000 watts. This is why I wanted this bike. And before I die, I'm going to get this bike. The PX5 at the 500 watt is good, but I want the 750 watt. But see, I want it. Do I need it? No. The PX5 is fine. But I want to see what can that 750 watt motor do. I know what it can do on a 26-inch 4-inch wide tire. What can it do with a 20-inch? I want to know. And one day I'm going to earn one. If we get another stimulus, I guarantee you the money is going right there. If we get another stimulus, I don't care hook, nook, crook. I don't care who I got there. I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it if it kills me. I really do want that bike. Let me show you what I can do for you here. Because they asking $15.99. They asking too much money. Now, it's worth $15.99 if you got it. But let me show you what I can do for you. Let me show you what I can do for you. This is the link if you want to get this bike for yourself. I wish I could. I can't afford it. Remember, this bike is called E-Bike Life While Disabled. Now, am I going to die if I don't get this bike? No, but I want it. This is the coupon link of a Derek PS6. And you hit apply. And you can see that bike is $12.99. 750 watt motor, 20-inch, 4-inch wide tires, hydraulic car-like brakes, 12 amp hour battery, color display, full frame suspension, and it folds. You get all that for $12.99. That's a steal. Now, if they had it for 12, if there was a minister brother Derek back in last April I would have got this and still had $100 to spend on something else. I'm upset about that, but it's all good. If I was around, if there was a me last April, almost a year ago, I would have this bike. Almost a year ago. Let me get y'all my coupon code here. Some people say I spend too much time talking about these bikes that y'all want a short, little commercial or whatever. But I want to make sure you know about the bike. Just fast forward if you get bored. You can fast forward and see me talk about the next bike if you're not interested in it. That's not a reason not to watch. Now, let's move on. To those of you that's budget friendly, they got a new color. And I got to say, that's cute. I got to say, this is the Paselec G9. Remember I told you about the Brady girls? Cindy, Jan, and Marsha. Well, I showed you Marsha. This is Cindy. This is the baby. It's got a 13 amp hour battery. It got 27.5-inch, 2.8-inch, might as well say 3-inch wide tires. It's got a 7-speed Shimano shifter. It's got mechanical disc brakes. It's got a black and white display. It's got front suspension, but no rear suspension. This is the baby of the bunch. It comes in two colors. This gray and orange. And it also comes in green and gray. See how clean this, and this bike clean? It's clean. I just don't like the fact it don't have rear suspension. But you can get one off Amazon for $20. So it ain't that big a deal. You can get a seat post suspension and you can put it on yourself or take it to a bike shop and pay somebody $10 to put it on. Not a big deal. But to get this bike, look how clean it is. This is not like an e-bike. That's the one thing about the Brady girls. The G series, we call it. The G babies. They don't look like e-bikes. This looks like something you see on Dick's Sporting Goods. Let me get you the link for this. I don't have this bike, so I can't show you a video of me riding it. I can only tell you about it. I don't know why I'm not using capital letters so y'all can see it better. Here you go. Let me copy it. All right, paste it in the chat. Here's the link. I forgot to give you the. Wait a minute, I gotta go back. Hold on. I messed up now. I gotta type it again. But let's just hold off on it. Let me go ahead and put the code in. So you want my coupon code? They're asking $11.99. Put my coupon code in. You can get that pretty bike for $9.99. $9.99. You can get that pretty bike for $9.99. You put in Brother Derek G9. Let me get you the link for this bike. The coupon code is already in the chat. Here's the link for it. There's the link right there. That's the link you need right there. Now, I got one more bike I want to show you. This is the middle girl. This is honestly the perfect e-bike. It's got everything. This bike got everything. And it's the middle child. Now, I showed you Big Bertha. I showed you the baby. Let me show you the middle child. This e-bike is the middle child, okay? Let me show you. This is the middle child. This is the perfect bike. This is the Paselec GS9. This is the perfect bike. Well, why you say that? Because they got everything you could want. The only thing that's missing on it, the first version I showed you, is better than this because of the fat tires and the 750-watt motor. This bike has a 500-watt motor that peaks between 750 and 800 watts. It got 27.5-inch tires, 3 inches wide. It's got a color display. It's got full suspension, just like its sister does. It's got an 8-speed Shimano shifter. It's got a 13 amp hour battery. It's got hydraulic brakes. This bike got everything you could want on a bike. It's got everything you could want. A color display, front suspension, an 8-speed Shimano shifter, 13 amp hour battery, 27.5-inch, almost 3-inch wide tires. And it comes in two colors. Let me show you the other color. This bike got everything you want. And guess what? It don't look like an e-bike. That's the best part. It don't look like an e-bike. When somebody see you flying past them at 28 miles per hour, they'll know it's an e-bike. This bike got everything you could want. Look how the battery and the controller is out of sight. Somebody walking by won't even think to steal it because it look like a regular bike. Mm, I can go to the, Salvation Army and get a bike. This just looks like a regular bike, just a sexy one. I can get you this bike for $11.99. I can get you this bike, 500-watt motor that peaks between 750 and 800 watts. It's got full suspension. It got hydraulic brakes. It got a 13 amp hour battery. It got a color display. Tell me where you're gonna find a bike this clean for $11.99. Where you gonna find a bike at this clean for $11.99? If you find one, let me know. I'll promote it. If you find one, this bike got everything. This is what you call the total package. This bike got everything you want. There's the link, and here's the coupon code. Here's the link. Here's my coupon code right there. It shows you the link. That's the coupon code. Let me show you what you do with it. You come back. What do y'all think? Do y'all like that one? Do you like the green, like the oh man, I didn't mean to do that. Wait a minute. Go back. Or do you like this one better? Which one do y'all prefer? They got a lot of them in stock. Be at your door. 7 days or less. Use my coupon code and save some money. Wait a minute. Oh, oops. I copied it. Yep. Put my coupon code in there and look what happened. Look at that. Put my coupon code in there. That bike got everything you want. 500-watt motor that peaks between 750 and 800 watts. Hydraulic brakes. Color display. Full suspension. 8-speed Shimano shifter. What more could you ask for on the e-bike? 13 amp hour battery. What more could you ask for? For $200 more, you get so much instead of, because you can get the G9, you can get the Cindy. That's only $9.99. But you're going to get mechanical disc brakes instead of hydraulic car-like brakes. You're only going to get front suspension. Why would you spend the $200 to get that full frame suspension, to get them hydraulic brakes, to get that color display? Everything you need is in this bike right here. $11.99. You can't beat it. The only thing that can beat this bike is the one that I showed you me riding, the GS9 Plus. This is the only bike that can beat that bike. And that's because it got 26-inch, 4-inch wide tires. And it got a 750-watt motor. If you want the 750-watt motor and you want the 26-inch fat tires, you want a bigger battery, you want a 9-speed shifter instead of an 8-speed shifter, then you'll pay the $14.99 with my coupon. But if you can do without, if 3-inch tires is, instead of 4-inch tires is good enough for you, if the 500-watt motor is good enough for you, then $11.99, you can't beat it. You just can't beat it. You can't beat it. Alrighty, I'm not gonna hold y'all. Everybody says I make the videos too long. There ain't nothing special about me. I'm just an average Joe who just happened to come across a company that nobody heard of. And nobody really heard of me. So why not combine the two? Let me tell you about the company. These bikes are excellent quality. You seen me ride them. If more of you use my coupons, they will send me more bikes for me to ride. So I need your help to grow. Use my coupons. I'm trying to earn a PS6. I'm not doing this for money. I'm doing this because I want to earn a PS6. We're not getting another stimulus, so that's my only shot. Other than if I can get a certain amount of you to use my coupon to purchase the bike. That's why I'm here. I just preached a sermon on Galatians 20, but I'm right back here trying to get people to use my coupon to buy these great e-bikes. I showed you me riding two of them. Like I said, my stimulus paid for the first one. They sent me the second one to unbox for y'all. If we can get some people to get behind us, we can put some views up. People start using the coupons. They'll send me more to show y'all. So this is Minister Brother Derek. We also got Reverend Brother Derek. We also have Minister Brother Derek. If y'all want to check the channels out, this is E-Bike Life While Disabled. I am disabled. I got a mobility scooter sitting right there. I haven't been on that thing since April when I got my Paselec PX5. And it's on sale right now for $8.99. I suggest you get it. It's a darn good bike. The middle of April will be 1 year. That bike ain't gave me a problem in almost a year. And I started out, when I was riding a mobility scooter, I was 320 pounds. When I got the flat tire fixed on that little Swagtron that's in the closet, you believe I took it out yesterday and I was going to ride it. And guess what? It been in the closet. It been in the closet for almost a year. Guess what? It got two flat tires. I put that thing back in the closet. I ain't had a flat tire out of any of the bikes that I got from Paselec. It been in the closet and both the tires is flat. Come on, man. It ain't done nothing in a year. Nah. Get yourself a Paselec e-bike. Don't cheap out. Don't chimp out. And don't cheap out. This is Minister Brother Derek. I hope you enjoyed the show. I'll be back with other videos. They're supposed to be sending me a bike to unbox for y'all, and I'm looking forward to doing it. Y'all have a great night, and come check us out because we will be back. I will be back. I go out bike riding 3 or 4 times a week. So we're going to start having videos Y'all have a great night. Thanks for watching. Peace.